Oh, hello, community. Welcome to another episode of Hot Tips Bet, the best tips across Europe. I'm with my big daddy as usual. Hello, big daddy.
Hello, everyone. Welcome once again for joining us. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Let's get on with the show.
So, big daddy, which games do you have for us today?
Well, this weekend is going to be a little bit trickish. We have play teams coming playing in the having one eyes in the league and the other eyes on their playoff across Europe in the Champions League, as well as the League Cups in the English Premiership. So some of the games are where we can find value are actually a bit trickish, but we'll do our best. So my first game for this weekend, I went to the Spanish League on Friday. The game between Real Vallecano and Real Valladolid, and here Real Vallecano actually have been doing well, having their eyes on at least an European spot for next year. Where Lloyd, on the other hand, uh, battling with relegation and they are deep down there in the bottom, trying to avoid relegation. So I just in this case, I just make it a home win. The home win, a straight home win is 1.50. But I usually, as I am, I don't usually like 1.50, a little bit low odds. So I make it at least with two goals for them. That is win with at least two goals with the odds of 1.90.
That's a good odd. I saw the game, but I just let it slide. So I'm just Volcano. They've been playing really good, so that's a team to watch. But I just left the game. So my game also, I'm also on Spanish La Liga, so that's Real Madrid with Atletico. I think both teams to score was Atletico Madrid. They are also a very good team. They've been impressive with Alvarez. Mbappe is also there to score. So Griezmann. So Rodrigo is also in form. So I think both teams have the capacity to score. So and they have good attack. So I think the both games will be attack, attack, and attack. So both teams to score at 1.65.
That's not a bad odd because I was actually on that. I looked at the game, but I'm not on the game because I know Madrid tend to lift up their game. Everybody say they are having problem at the back, but they also have an eye on Man City over on Tuesday or Wednesday thereabout. So because of that, I decided to just let the game be. So my next game, I'm still on Friday game. I went with the game with Bayern. Bayern playing Bremen, and Bayern have flogged Bremen in their last about 11 meetings. I think Bremen has only won once, and being that Bremen and Bayern tend to flog them. I think the last time they met, it was like a 5-0 thereabout. But also this game, looking at the fact that Bayern may also have a eye on the playoff as well. So I decided to just go with a simple money line for Bayern is not good enough for me. So if you are, we all believe that Bayern would be win this game. So it's now left to you to decide with what you want to mix it with. If you want, Harry Kane has been on fire. I think we've said bye bye to Haaland record. Harry Kane has broken the record of 50 goals. So you can mix it up with Bayern to win, or you can simply go with Bayern to win plus 3.5 goal like I'm doing, which is at least on 1.72.
No, that's a good odd. Not on that game. My next game is in Serie A, Napoli with Udinese. Napoli, they've been on fire on top of the league. They are Conte is performing wonders. All the doesn't even Osimhen is not there. Havertz to PSG, and he knows how to coordinate the defense and attack. Lukaku is playing well. Everybody knows what they have to do to get the game the job done. So, and they've already lost 2 games at home. So at 1.45, Napoli to win, but you can spice things up with Napoli to win and above 1 goal. That can push the odds to like 1.6. So depending on what you want, at Napoli to win the game.
Okay, that's a nice one. I'm not also on that game. The odds were just too odd. I couldn't really find the value. And knowing Napoli, with being Napoli, they could just score 1 goal and 2 goals and decide to just sit back. So I'm also on my last Friday game is the game between PSG and Monaco. Funnily, this game, both of them will be in action, I think, on Tuesday in the Champions League playoff. PSG will be playing Brest, and Monaco, I think, will be going to Benfica. And I know that these 2 teams will be having their eyes on that game because basically when you look at PSG they're already like 10 points up. So even if they lose this game, it means nothing to them. But Monaco, on the other hand, knows that there is no way, even if they win this game, that they are going to overtake PSG because they still have Marcel in between in the line, and so they are 4th or 5th on the table, which PSG cannot go along losing all their games while Monaco winning all their games, because we still believe Monaco will still will still lose games along the line. So it's quite tricky here. So I still decide to stay with PSG to win. And if the outright for PSG to win is 1.47, Monaco to win is 5.00. But so even if the 2 teams decide to use Team B, they will still be going at a PSG will still be having an advantage. Because of the money and the team squad they have, they have more players compared to Monaco. So I decided to go for a PSG to win, plus 1.5 goal with the odds of 160.
No, that's a good odd. I saw the game, but I'm not on that game. My next game is Lazio Monza. Monza, they've only won one away game this season, so I think Lazio should win the game at 1.41. So, but I wanted to add like Lazio to win and above 2 goals, but I just like let me keep it simple at Lazio to win the game without any problem at 1.41.
Okay, nice one. So I mean, my next game will be the German and the Bundesliga and Hoffenheim versus Union Berlin. Here, I just went for a straight outright win for Hoffenheim, which is the odds are good enough 2.17. The Union Berlin, they've not scored. I think they've only scored 1 goal in the last 5 matches. And Hoffenheim on the other hand score goals. So I see Hoffenheim playing at home will be able to defeat PSG and Union Berlin. If you feel that the games actually is you don't want to go along that line, all Union Berlin games are always low scoring goals because they tend to defend but they cannot score. So mostly you can equally go for a minus 2.5 goals in the match. With the odds was 1.80. But I'm thinking that Hoffenheim should be able to nick it even if it's a 1-0, because they know how to find the back of the net. Union Berlin, on the other hand, they are not able to do that. So Hoffenheim to win for me at 2.17.
My next game is Freiburg versus Ardheim. I think Freiburg is much stronger, and they have their players playing at home. They tend to play good football and they attack. And Heidenheim, they've only won 2 games. I think 2 games are away. So I think Freiburg should win the game comfortably, and it's a good odd at 1.76. 1.76. So Freiburg should win the game without any issue.
That is a fairly good odd as well. That is a fairly good odd. So my next game is the game between Wolfsburg and Leverkusen. And here you have the idea. If we all know that both these Leverkusen are hot on fire. We don't, whichever attackers they use, I'm sure the coach is not having difficulty with Boniface back, and then is having difficulty whichever ones that start the game of the two attackers, they tend to score. So here, if you can Wolfsburg, on the other hand, if you feel that they will be able to win, is the odd is 4.10. But I on the side of Bayern Leverkusen here. Bayern Leverkusen money line here is 1.83. But I'm spicing it up because I know if Bayern Leverkusen is going to score, they definitely have to score 2 goals. So I went with Bayern Leverkusen to win, plus 1.5 goals and the odds of 2.15.
No, that's a good odd. That's a good odd. No, I'm not on that game, but my next game is Dortmund versus Stuttgart. So when they've changed, Dortmund just changed the coach. So I think normally before they change the coach, they are playing quite well at home. The problem is away. They're not playing that bad at home. So with this new coach and Stuttgart is not playing that well away also. So I think Dortmund should win the game without any issue at 1.75.
I'm also on this game, and I'm also I'm looking when I look at this game. You know, the last time I was telling you that Dortmund cannot win home and away, and they cannot even win along the road. Not even talking of home and away. But when I look, they've won their last 2 games, and with the new coach bounce, I think maybe they started finding their rhythm back because they are more dangerous at home, as you rightly point out. So I'm also with you here. Dortmund to win at home, and with the odds of that 1.7. But if you feel like you want to play it safe, you can simply go for Botin to score, which is the odds of 1.50. Because games like this, Dortmund score goals, Stuttgart to score goals. So you can go with the goals of Botin to score at the odds of 1.50 or over 2.5 goals. And that same odds is within around the same bracket of 1.50. But for me, we're going for with Dortmund win because they are playing at home.
Yeah, but that's you can also use more than 2 goals. With Dortmund, there are a lot of goals coming. Normally, there are a lot of goals in the game, so that's also a good tips. Like more than 2 goals for in the game. So my next game is Polish League. You know, I like Polish League. I like because I think it seems like I know how they play. So that's Raków Częstochowa versus CKS Katowice. Raków always play good football. They play all this tic-tac and they know how to score goals. So I'm always on their side. Before the winter break, they've always come through. They win always at home. So I'm just on their game today for them to win at 1.58. Raków to win. But you can spice things up at Rakov to win an above 1 goal or more than 2 goals. So, but Rakov is definitely a team to win the game.
So my next game is I'm still with at the game within the Como playing Juve, and here you can see that based on the 2 trademark, Fabregas have been trying. The team plays well, young team playing good attacking football. They tend to score goals, but they don't really get to seal the game through. So playing at home, I believe they will be able to score because they'll be able to score a lot of goals as well. And I believe they will be able to score here. And Juventus, on the other hand, mean that they will be having their eyes also on that playoff in the Champions League. So I believe Juventus too will be actually mindful. I don't care who wins here because if Juventus rotates, the tendency that Como could actually go ahead and win the game. So in here, I decided just to go with over 2.5 goals with the odds of 2.07.
I'm also on that game. The same thing that I like Como. They score. So that's something about Como. They will attack and they have opportunities to score. But the issue is their defense. They are still trying to get the balance. And if they should score and there will be a winner in the game, and I think Juventus will also nick one in, so there should be like more than 2 goals, or you can do that both teams to score also. Because normally I think the game might end 2-2 or 1-1, but I believe that there should be more than 2 goals in the game. So I'm also with the same odd that is 2.02, yeah.
Yeah, it's 2.07 actually.
Yeah, okay, 2.07.
Yeah.
Both more than 2 goals. Yeah.
So my last game is with the game with Atletico Bilbao playing Girona in the Spanish team, and here the outright win for Girona is just 1.70, and I don't want to complicate it. I just want to see instead of just go for straight Atletico Bilbao win, because we have Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, and Real Madrid in the first 3 already. So the Champions League spot, Atletico Bilbao are edging towards that. And playing at home is always a tricky place to go to. Girona already out of the Champions League, so maybe they will have some breathing space now. But here I feel maybe Bilbao will be too much for them. So I just want with a Bilbao straight win with 1.70.
Yeah, and my last game is Rijeka versus Istra. Rijeka, they've not lost any game at home this season, and they've been performing. I think they'll win the league, so there shouldn't be any problem. So, and the odd is quite good. It's 1.54. So Rijeka should win without any issue. So that's my last game. So, community, thank you for joining us for this episode. Please subscribe, like, and share. We'll also appreciate if you can comment your game so that we can win together.
Thank you, everyone, and see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.